Good morning, please say present when your name is called. Maria Lea Agsoy, Rubet Sabandal, present. Edgardo Callier, Mary Noelin Gasines, Limchoki Ichabia, Milo Pilindingwe, Josephine Cacho, Maria Fiamanog, Maria Lisel Dolorican, Emilio Esnari, Jeffrey Sumalinos, Janamel Lupot, Melody Danub, Cecilio de Gondon, Julius Cesar Cadar. We have 15 attendees for the pre-bidding conference of 5 civil work projects. We have no participating contractor present, and we have 11 participating PWG, Secretariat, and staff. We have 4 out of 5 members of the Bids and Awards Committee present and a quorum. Dr. Bob.
Okay, thank you, Sir Gilbert. Okay, again, this morning we have 5 projects for PDD. The first project is the project is contact ID number 24G0141. Construction of 1-story, 2 classroom, and 3-story, 9 classroom at Taloto Elementary School with an EDC of 38,488,664.73 and a contribution of 300. The second project will contact ID number 24G0148. Construction of city multi-purpose building, fire station at Tagbilaran City Bohol with an EDC of 14,850,000 and a contract duration of 240 calendar days. The third project will contact ID number 24G0147. Rehabilitation of multi-purpose facility, Baclayon Phase 1 with an EPC of 24,750,000 and a contract duration of 300 calendar days. The fourth project is contact ID number 24C0146. Improvement of Calape Waterworks system with solar power supply for pumps, Calape Bohol, with an EPC of 2,970,000 and a contract duration of 60 calendar days. And the fifth project with contact ID number 24 is A0145. Construction of Sagasa-Cantomimbo Road, Balilihan, Bohol with a 3D for the details from the planning and construction.
Thank you. Good morning, ma'am. Thank you for sharing. Good morning to everyone. Discuss first the details of the scope of work for the construction of Sagasa-Cantomimbo Road, Balilihan, Bohol. For the extension of our system. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good everyone. So I'm going to discuss the project title. Construction of Road Sagasa-Cantomimbo, Balilihan, Bohol. So with a professional amount of 25 million. So I'm going to discuss the construction of Sagasa-Cantomimbo Road, Balilihan, Bohol. The location of this project is Balilihan, Bohol. And the station limit of from station 0 to station 93.15. Then the location amount is 25 million. And the net length of this project is 903.15 meters. Then the net length for concrete of road is 770 meters. Then project duration is 207 days. And so here is the scope of work. So first, we have the facilities for the engineer. Then under that is the provision of field office for the engineer, 6.9 month. And then the next one is the operation and maintenance of field office for the engineer with quantity of 6.9 months. And then the other is the other general requirements, which includes the project billboard and signboard. Then the provision of occupational safety and health program on themselves, the traffic management on themselves, and then the mobilization to mobilization. So let's go to the civil works. First is the earthworks. So under the earthworks is the we have surplus stone excavation with a quantity of 5,627. The next is the item 103 1A structure excavation common site. The quantity of 132 cubic meter. And then we have the 1033 foundation field, the quantity of 2 cubic meter. The next is the item 146A, 5 culverts, 5 culverts and drain excavation common soil with a quantity of 10. And then next is the 1041A, embankment for road use structure excavation common soil, which have the quantity of 6,358 square meter. And the next is the survey and rates courses. Item 200, aggregate survey scores with quantity of 1,715 cubic meter. And then next is the surface courses, which include the item 311 1B1, Portland cement concrete pavement under enforced. Our technical polling flow, 14 days, with a quantity of 4,560. Next is the drainage and storm protection structure, which includes the 4041A reinforcing steel grade 40, and then 4041B reinforcing steel grade 60. The next is the 4051A grade structural concrete plus A, and then we have 501B pipe culvert plus 4 SPC, 610 mm diameter. And then we have 1052A gutter dripper plus A, and last is the stone masonry. And the next we have the miscellaneous structure, which includes the item 603318 metal guardrail, and the next is 6034B metal beam increase with bonus, and the next is the item 6056P1, which is harder marker open signs, and then we have water chairs to more plastic, white and yellow, and then last item is the roadway item. That will be all for that.
For the next project, and 146, Calape. Oh, Baclayon. Rehabilitation of multi-purpose facility.
Good morning, everyone. Let's start with the rehabilitation of the work. Today, Baclayon is one. Report of African development calendar days of the start of the facilities for the engineering, distribution, head office for the engineer, duration and maintenance services for the engineer, part D, medical reward, giving occupational safety and health, administration, organization, policy, structure, schedule, structure, control, part D, report on trade, part E, corporate intervening, physical ceiling work, fiber cement and gypsum board, wall, and metal frame, and fiber cement, wooden board, corporate intervening, part F includes Waterworks, part G doors and windows, finishing hardware, window doors and frames, aluminum glass windows, sliding, aluminum glass window only, and aluminum glass window type. Also frames for jumps, yes, jumps on module, panel doors, concord glass, 10 mm, and trees, rehabilitation. For part each miscellaneous hardware, include metal structure recoveries, metal structure systems for backlog, post bracing, steel plate, structural steel, process, and purlins and railings. For rotary works, we have fabricated metal accessories, uh, range and improve. We have also flashing, gutters, and prepaid sheet long span. For plumbing works, we have touch basin, sewer lines, storm drainage and downspout, septic tank, plumbing fixtures, and for water lines. For electrical works, we have to move it to and wires and wiring private, panel boards and breakers. We have also generator, lighting fixtures, and network and cabling. For building works, we have concrete, wood, and steel. For mechanical works, we have steel exhaust fan, air conditioning system, we have pumping system, water pumping system, automatic or sprinkler system, and fire alarm.
For the next project, will connect the Waterworks system to solar power supply for fire.
Was that it is improvement of the waterworks system, mutual power supply for PAPs, Calape Bohol. With a commercial million, with a target of 60 days, with a industry of 2,270,000. With a scope of work, process engineering, we have a solution of the office, solution of the office, local demands, for the requirements of positive work, to safety and consumption, request of removal, of source of gas, consumption, and backup of good. The work is complete, we have a successful complete, which is still reporting, which is still, and we have a formal. So also doing, we have a emergency, the capital works, so the single, work, to finishing the construction miscellaneous, the construction service, switches, secure steel and boarding. For roofing works, we have a flashing and lift that boom span. For those windows, we have a fixed hardware, steel window, frames, those panel, for electrical works, we have components, boxes, wires and wire devices, panel board with main and flash filters, solar panel with inverter, and electric fixtures. And for water pump system. Major work is ang solar panel na to, with inverter, then machine na to na pump, 7.5 HP power. Then nagawa na po pang house niya mo na mga liposukit, okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, guys. For the next project, we have contract ID number 24C 0148. 048 lang. Clarification.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So the project name is construction of multi-purpose building fire station via Tagbilaran Bohol. The appropriation of 15 million to be previously 14 million 850,000. The project duration of 250 days. And for the items we have here, part A, facilities for the engineer, provision of field office for the engineer, operation and maintenance of field office for the engineer, part B, or other general requirements, permits and clearance, budget build of sound work, occupational safety and health, organization and organization. Part C, earthworks, we have the structural excavation, hard rock, embankment and road, structure, excavation, hard rock, and water field. Part E, reinforced concrete work, we have structural concrete 3,000 PSI, class A, 28 days, structural concrete 4,000 PSI, class A, 28 days, main concrete, reinforced steel, 4 grade 40, reinforced steel, grade 60, corners and crossworks. Part E, we have engineering, CHP non-load bearing, 100 mm, CHP non-load bearing, 150 mm. For part F, part A joinery works, ceiling of 4.5 electrical roofing accessory, flashing, as well as gutters, and pre-painted metal sheets, grid type, and wall stand. Part J, doors and windows, finishing hardware, aluminum glass windows, sliding type, frames, doors and wood panel. Part K, storm drainage and storage systems, sewer line works, storm drainage and downspout, septic vault and concrete and HP. Part L, plumbing works, plumbing fixtures and cold water lines. Part M, electrical works, conduits and boxes and fittings, wires and wiring devices, panel board and canes and branch breakers, solar panel with inverter, battery and other devices with standby, lighting fixtures. And for part N, painting works, painting works is masonry in concrete, wood, and steel. Part O is mechanical works, exhaust fan, seal cassette, and air conditioning system, package equipment. That's all for the day.
For our last project, may we include what we say? Yeah, naman. The next project is with contract ID number 248049, construction of one-story PCL and three-story NCL wood buildings at Taloto Elementary School.
For the project name of construction of one-story, classroom, story, and classroom development of the school, and with the location of 38 unit 589,469.89, and total project duration of 11 days. BAC and BDC is 38,488,664, and for the items, we have here part A, facilities for the engineer, provision of field office for the engineer at public ground, operation and maintenance of the field office for the engineer at public ground, other general requirements, burdens and clearance, 21, project reward, 2, occupational safety and health, 1, mobilization and demobilization of lost and found. For the earthworks part C, we have here the removal of structures construction of the Kalamsan, structure excavation and hard work in the 553.20 cubic meter. Embankment from roadway and structure excavation, hard rock, quantity of 404.4 cubic meter. Gravel fill of the quantity of 59.7 cubic meter. For part B, the reinforced concrete work, we have a structural concrete of 3,000 psi, the quantity of 41.7 cubic meter. Structural concrete of 4,000 psi, we have a quantity of 325.8 cubic meter. Structural concrete of flat steel, a quantity of 40.5 cubic meter. Reinforced concrete, the quantity of 73.9 cubic meter. Reinforcing steel of grade 40, quantity of 27,765.1 kilogram. Reinforcing steel grade 60, and we have quantity of 43,346.2 kilogram. Formers and phosphorus of the quantity of 2,291 square meter. Part E, we have thermal control work after masonry works and CHD numbers were withdrawn in MM and quantity of 228 square meter. CHD of non-wood bearing, including a 150 mm, quantity of 931 square meter. Part G of carpentry and joinery works, carpentry and joinery works of 171, molding of 110. Part H is the finishing works of waterproofing liquid, of quantity of 170 square meter.
cost and terms of 290 square meter. Unglazed cost of the quantity of 670 square meter. Cement factory finish of the quantity of 4,157 square meter. Within miscellaneous hardware, we have metal structure accessories, so lump sum 1. Metal structures, turnbuckle of 40 of 44. Metal structural cross casing of a quantity of 145 kilogram. Metal structural accessories of steel case of a quantity of 1,041 kilogram. Structural steel of a lump sum 1. Structural steel trusses of a quantity of 5,996 kilogram. Structural steel pyramids of a quantity of 6,498 kilogram. And relieving of a lump sum 1. Part J of the roofing works, we have here the fabricated metal roofing, gauge 26, the quantity of 57 millimeter. Fabricated metal roofing of gauge 56 for flashing, we have the quantity of 55 millimeter. Pre-treated metal sheets of corrugated glass stand, quantity of 615.7 millimeter. And for part K, the doors and windows, the finishing hardware is the lump sum 1. Residential placement of the quantity 149 square meter. Steel windows of lump sum 1. Steel doors and frames lump sum 1. Aluminum glass windows on the right, we have the quantity of 0.8 square meter. Jealousy windows of glass, quantity of 59 windows square meter. Frames of 75 set. Doors flush of the quantity of 37.9 square meter. Doors single panel, quantity of 46.4 square meter. And for part L, we have the plumbing works, patch basic on someone, sewer lines, and storm drainage and downspout, complete wall fan compensation, farm plumbing work, plumbing fixtures, and cold water line. Part M for the electrical works, we have first conduits and boxes and fittings in 1.1. Wires and wiring devices for 1.1. And board with 15 branch meters to about 1.1. And light and fixtures. For part N, we have here 18 works. The main works for the masonry and concrete for the concrete of 4,694.9 square meter. The painting works for the wood of 109.5 square meter. And painting works for the wood of 1,084. Ceiling, fan of ceiling fan. Access fan, ceiling access of 14%. Water and water someone. Automatic power steer system column someone. And a fire alarm. Okay, thank you, Ms. Janet. For the constructor's requirement, Mark? Thank you na. Balik kami tayo sa constructor. Wala. We proceed with the requirements. Okay, the following are the bidding requirements. The first is review of requirements for bidding documents. The contractor shall use the prescribed standard forms posted in the PDF and DPWH website and issued in the bid documents. Each bidder shall submit one original of the technical proposal and one original of the financial proposal, and clearly marked as original technical proposals and original financial proposal. In addition, the bidder shall submit 2 copies of the technical proposals and financial proposals, and clearly should be marked them with copy 1 or 2, technical proposal, and copy 1 or 2. In the event of any discrepancy between the original and the copies, the original shall prevail. The bidder shall are encouraged to have their bid documents neatly bound, originated, properly sequenced, and provided with simple clear tabs to facilitate examination of the bid. Review of the documents to be submitted by the bidder, the bid form, technical and financial proposals. For the technical proposal shall contain but not limited to the following: PCAB license and registration and G joint venture agreements if applicable. The organizational chart for the contract and not the firm's organizational chart shall reflect the key personnel assigned for that specific contract. The list of contractors personnel, example, the project manager, project engineers, project materials engineer, and foreman, to be assigned to the contract to be paid with their complete qualification and experience data. Also to be attached are the letter of nominee, certificate of employment, and value data for each pledged key personnel. The list of contractors' major construction and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contracts should be supported by certificates of availability using the prescribed format. To be attached are the copies of sales invoice, registration of certificate from LPO for owned equipment, certification from resource that equipment units are released. Equipment shall be available for this contract, and certification from the vendors that equipment units under purchase agreements shall be available for this contract. The contractor should also have point of reference for this equipment or indicate the location for verification. The contractor shall include his laboratory equipment to be pledged to the contract. The list of laboratory apparatus or equipment should be enumerated in detail. Omnibus Norm statement with a prescribed form. Although submission of Class D documents is no longer included in the checklist, a bidder may also submit these updated Class A documents and financial statements together with his bid to be used for the bank. In case he fails in the electronic eligibility screening, the bidder is not restrained to attach his legal documents and his technical proposal, such as his DPI, state registration, mayor's permit, and tax clearance that might have expired or not yet updated to CWA. The financial documents shall contain the bid form, the bid prices, detailed estimates, summary sheets indicating construction and materials unit prices, labor rates, and equipment rental rates, and cash flow by quarter. For the bidder shall submit to the procured entity as part of the bid a bid security declaration or any form of bid security in an amount equal to a percentage of the BAC in accordance with the following schedule. For cash or cashier's manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank, the minimum amount should be 2% of the ATC. For bank draft or guarantee or irrevocable letter of credit issued by a universal or commercial bank, it should be 2% of the ATC. And for surety bond callable on demand issued by a surety or insurance company, duly certified by Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security, should be 5% of the ATC. Although the submission of Class A documents is no longer included in the checklist, a bidder may also submit his updated Class A documents and financial statements together with his bid to be used by the bank in case he fails in the electronic eligibility screening. The bidder is not restrained to attach his legal documents in his technical proposal such as the PTI, set, registration, mayor's permit, and tax clearance that might have expired but not yet updated in the CWA. Explanation of criteria for eligibility screening, preliminary examination of bids, evaluation of bids, and post-qualification. To be eligible for the contract, a contractor must meet the following eight eligibility requirements. A, should be a Filipino citizen or 75% Filipino-owned partnership or corporation with a license for size range small b. Completion of similar contract posting at least 50% of the EBC. And C, the financial contracting capacity or NFCC of at least equal to the EBC. The next is the eligibility screening will be conducted electronically by the district office with the procurement engineer. A bidder may submit his valid and updated Class A documents and financial statements together with his bid to be used by the bank and please face the electronic eligibility screening. The bidder is not restrained to attach his valid and updated legal documents in his technical proposal such as his PGM certificate of platinum registration and membership, a DPI registration, set registration, mayor's permit, tax clearance that might have expired not yet or not yet updated in the CWA. Bidders who have not submitted their Class A documents and financial statements to the DPWH Civil Works Registry at the central office shall do so. Otherwise, he or she may attach his or her eligibility documents in the bid proposal. The DPWH will use non-discretionary pass-fail criteria in the eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, evaluation of bids, post-qualification, and award. If the BAC determines the bidder with the lowest calculated bid passes all the criteria for post-qualification, it shall declare the said bid as the lowest calculated responsive bid or the LCRB and recommend to the home the award of the contract to the said bidder. The bidder with the lowest calculated responsive bid will be required to submit to the procuring entity within 10 calendar days from his receipt of the notice of award the following documents. First, notice of award with the bidder signed conforme. Second, authority of signing official, board resolution, secretary certificate. Third, for joint venture or JV, contractor's pickup license, JV license, and JV agreement for common security construction methods. The fourth, construction method in the form of PERCPM diagram or proceedings diagram and bar chart with S-curve and cash flow and manpower schedule. The fifth, equipment utilization schedule. Six, construction safety and health program. Seven, contractors all risk insurance already carried. Eight, latest income tax and business returns. Nine, for local contractor, certification under oath stating that the contractor is free and clean of all tax liabilities. In the case of the failure, refusal or inability of the bidder with the lowest calculated responsive bid to submit the required documents within the prescribed period through its own fault, the BAC will be constrained to post least qualify the said bidder and shall initiate and complete the post-qualification process on the bidder with the second lowest calculated responsive bid. The reminders for the interested bidders on relevant department orders. For DO number 9, series of 2012, wording states among others that in item 6, A, a proposed fee technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the time of the bidding. The bidder shall submit a certification that, one, the personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded the contract. And number two, he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications, as certified by the head of the implementing office. For item 7, the bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded a contract under bidding. The next is the certification under item 6 or item 7 shall be included in the first envelope of the sealed deal. The results of the contractor's performance evaluation system or CPES shall also be considered by the BAC in determining the responsiveness of the contractor's bid before any award of contract shall take place as stated in item. So the contractors were enjoined to have their projects evaluated by CPES. The BAC shall monitor the performance of the bidder in its ongoing government and private contracts for reported negative slippage of at least 15% in a single contract or a reported negative slippage of at least 10% in two or more contracts. The BAC has included in the invitation to bid a paragraph from the said DEO stating that if at the time of the post-qualification procedure, the BAC verifies that any of the deficiencies is due to the contractor's fault or negligence, pursuant to 34.3 of the 2016 Revised Implementing Rules and Regulations of Republic Act Number 9184 of 2016, RIRR of RE 9184, the procuring entity shall disqualify the contractor from the award without any right to reimburse fees and incidental costs paid for the procurement of the infrastructure contract subject for the bid. For DO number 197 series of 2016, revised guidelines in the preparation of approved budget for the contract or HGC to be used by the contractors in the preparation of their unit prices. First, the following items shall not be subjected to OCM and profit markup. The following: mobilization and demobilization, provision of service vehicles, permits, and clearances. The following non-civil work items shall not be subjected to OCM markups are field and laboratory, office and living quarters, rental bases, 2, furnishing of furniture, laboratory equipment, survey equipment and consumables, assistance to the engineers, photographs, health and safety, traffic management, environmental compliance, and communication equipment, etc. For DO number 28, series of 2024, three-strike policy in the procurement of infrastructure, goods, and consulting services contracts wherein it states among others that classification of offenses that triggers the three-strike policy. One is the withdrawal from the bidding process, submission of a non-participation letter or failure to submit a bid after purchasing the bid document, submission of late bids without valid reasons as determined by the BAC. The third, the submission of publicly insufficient bid. And fourth, a copy of the said department order may be obtained from the office of the procurement unit of the office or may be downloaded from the DPWH website. For DO number 156, series of 2023, wherein it states among others that assignment of contractors, consultants, project engineers in the DPWH projects was deferred until June 30 of 2024. DO for DO number 118 series of 2024, wherein applicants who get a score of 60 and above are automatically accredited as professional project engineer. Accreditation for professional project engineers shall only be valid for 2 years, and within the 2-year validity period, the professional project engineer may apply for regular accreditation subject to the criteria for accreditation as indicated in the succeeding sections of this issue. For DO number 110 series of 2024, implementation of ISO 9001-2015 certification requirement for large A, medium B, and medium A contractors in the procurement of infrastructure projects of department ISO. Accordingly, all procuring entities within the department are required to include the ISO 9001-2015 certification or its latest version as applicable as part of the project requirements in the bidding documents for infrastructure projects. This requirement applies to bidders classified under the following Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or FICA size, range, and are participating in the department's procurement of infrastructure project with approved budget for the contract that ranges to it for large A, more than 300 million but less than 450 million. The effectivity is January 1, 2025. For medium E, more than 150 million but less than 300 million. The effectivity will be on July 1, 2025. For medium A, more than 30 million but less than 150 million. The effectivity is on January 1st of 2026. Submission of bids. Shown below are the dates of the availability of the bidding documents that may be acquired by interested bidders and its corresponding amount. For the project with contract ID number 24HA0145, the dates of availability for the bidding. So for the contracts with contract ID number 24HA0145, 24HA0146, 24HA0147, 24HA0148, and 24HA0149, the availability dates for the bidding documents shall be August 2 until August 2022 until 10 a.m. For the first project, the applicable fee is 25,000. For the second project with the contract ID number 24HA0146, the applicable fee is 5,000. For the project with the project ID number 24HA0147, the applicable fee is 25,000 pieces. For the project with contract ID number 24HA148, the applicable fee is 25,000 pieces. And for the project with contract ID number 24HA149, the applicable fee is still 25,000. Upon payment of the applicable fees for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the GPPB, the interested bidder shall get the bidding documents from the procurement staff, DPWH Building, Engineering Office, in the Office District, Tagbilaran, Bohol. The bid submission may be done manually or electronically online. Okay, manually na siya. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual. Bids must be duly received by the back secretariat at the address below for manual submission. Bid opening shall be on August 22 at 1 p.m. at Procurement Office, DPWH Bohol, the first DEO of the District of Tagbilaran City, Bohol, and shall be streamed either via our YouTube channel. The bids will be opened in the presence of the bidders' representative who choose to attend to the address bid shall be submitted by the bidder himself or his authorized liaison officer or any other person will be required to present a special power of attorney authorizing his or her to submit the bid. The DPWH Bohol First District in her office reserves the right to reject any and all bids, declare a failure of bidding, or not award to the contract of any kind prior to the contract award in accordance with Section 41 of RA 9184 and its IRR without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidder. Okay, for the details of each for further information, please you may refer to our procurement engineer, Mary William Racines, and yours truly, Billing Chavia. Again, I will, for the submission of the bids, it should be on or before 12 noon of August 22, and the bidding will be at 1 o'clock of the same day. Any other questions?
That's okay.
Okay. If there are no more questions, and since all the details for the 5 projects has been discussed, our pre-bidding conference this morning is hereby adjourned.
Thank you.
Okay.